Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
It's time for our Friday cooking show. And since tonight is the third day of Passover, the third night of Passover, we thought we would have a little virtual Seder later, and we're going to get some things ready for that. It's a little funny for us because usually, like a lot of people, Passover involves a lot of people in our house. So maybe some of you will come to our house virtually, and we're going to make some matzah, and then we'll maybe make some matzoh-balls, and we might make some lamb chops and some soup. We'll see how much of that we can get done.
We need that.
What? Okay.
You most certainly are.
Theo, matzah is a cracker.
Matzah is not a cracker.
Well, that's an interesting question.
It's
It is.
bread
Okay.
that's not bread.
Do you remember, Emmy, what the story of matzah is? Remember what matzah is? What didn't they have time? What didn't they have time to do to their bread? Do you remember?
Put it in a toaster.
They definitely didn't have time to put it in a toaster. They didn't have time to rise it. They didn't have time to let it rise.
Can we go back
So this
to
this isn't risen. Okay, so we should start.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Melissa Clark's matzah recipe from the New York Times Cooking.
So the first thing you're going to do is 2 cups of flour.
The flour is over there.
Yes, the flour is over here.
And Mama water.
Mama water are noon tabs that I drink out of this bottle when I go running, and Theo has adopted it. So now this is Theo's bottle, even though he still calls it Mama water. Okay.
But the bottle's not the water. I'm confused.
Yes, but it's a symbolic. It's what holds the Mama water.
Which color do you want, Theo?
There's 1 cup. Emmy, are you ready?
This one, the purple one?
Get it to me. And I pour it inside a glass
The purple
bowl.
one?
Yeah, how much was that? Do you remember? One.
Yeah, 1 cup.
Okay. So how many cups does the recipe say we need?
It says
Under
we need
ingredients.
2 cups.
2 cups.
Or if you're doing something else, 255 grams.
255 grams. Yeah, some people use metrics. We should probably use the metric system also, but we don't.
Can I do it too?
Maybe someday. There you go. Okay,
What
you'll
is
do the
it?
next one, Theo. It asks for 1/4 of a cup of whole wheat.
Oh, no.
We couldn't find whole wheat flour anywhere, which is interesting. So we're just going to add another 1/4 of a cup of white. Hope for the best. Passover is about making do in all kinds of ways, so making do is kosher for Passover. You may say something, yes.
And also,
Theo, you wanna put this
you
one
might
right in the
now want to join us because, sometimes it's a long process, but we might, just not to take the risk. But if you're going to cook with us, you might want to start now.
So start now, right. Okay, 3/4 of, what does this say, Emmy? 3/4 of...
It says 3/4 of kosher salt.
Right, 3/4 of what?
Emotions. I just said it.
No, 3/4 of,
No. Teaspoon of kosher salt.
3/4 of a teaspoon of kosher salt. Emmy, are you ready to put these in?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so in order to make 3/4, there's a half. Is that enough? A half? No, we're gonna add another 1/4.
No, we are not doing
Because
that.
a half is 2/4, and then this is the 1/3. Okay.
I can barely see the salt.
And then how
a
many
question.
cups do we use for the olive oil, Emmy?
A 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil.
Excellent.
That's right.
Okay.
Apparently it's kosher if you use olive oil and not if you use canola. If anybody wants to Google that and tell us why, I assume it has to do with how refined the oil is, but I don't know.
I'm not sure that these are kosher for Passover, but I'm not even sure that the whole coronavirus thing gives us a lot of leeway. Wait,
Is there any wet ingredients?
Okay, in a large bowl, use a wooden spoon to stir together all-purpose flour right, which is in there, and kosher salt. So will you stir that together with the spoon? Just make sure you don't let it doesn't go flying everywhere.
Can I stir it?
Add in, yes, you can go after Emmy.
Wait, no, you go first.
Okay, add in a half a cup of water and a fourth a cup of the oil. Okay, so I'm gonna put the oil in first. Quarter cup of oil. Do you want to pour it in to see the quarter cup there? Can you do that?
Or you can do
Great.
this.
Quarter cup of oil and a half a cup.
But since you're stirring, can I pour it in the stove?
Yes, and a half a cup of water.
Great, good job. We're making our Seder plate as we do it. So here is a roasted lamb shank and a green egg because, oopsies, okay, Theo.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was trying to
You
avoid
make a
that,
mess.
but that is going to be problematic, you guys. Sometimes flour gets everywhere. How much flour do we think that is? I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, that's a lot of flour.
It's a couple tablespoons.
A couple tablespoons. Okay.
We'll call it a couple tablespoons.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm eyeballing it from what was on Theo.
Oh,
This is about right, Emmy.
I'm gonna help.
So if you have a small child at home and your small child knocked some of the flour off, eyeball it. It's matzah. It's gonna be okay. All right, Emmy, are you ready to pour that in there?
Yes, and then I'm going to pour the olive oil and water into the flour that Theo has stored.
It's a little known part of the Passover story that
And then you're
And
gonna
then
stir it,
I'm going
right?
to
when the
stir
Israelites
it
spilled
with
some
the
flour
flour.
out of their baking trough, they
I
didn't have
stir
time to
it
remeasure their
too?
flour, and they had to just bake their matzah.
Yes. All right, Emmy. You want some
Yeah,
help
this
me getting it going?
No.
And
Okay.
this hand.
So you stir this,
Yeah,
and you
this
add.
hand.
So let's see how it
Daddy,
seems,
this
and you add more
hand.
water if the dough seems dry.
And okay.
After this part, we're gonna lightly flour a work surface, and we're gonna knead the dough a little bit, and then we'll cut it into 4 even pieces. I'm warning you, I may or may not weigh it. I like to weigh it, and my husband makes fun of me, but my children understand. Let me. Get
I
this
don't
going.
even understand why you have to weigh it.
I like to weigh it. It's comforting to me. I know that I know we really have even pieces.
The thing about flour, Emmy, I'll tell you why Mommy likes to weigh it. The thing about flour is, flour can be packed down, or it can have more air in it. It can be fluffy. Like if you sift it, it's fluffy. So if you measure it
I'm
in
adding
a
a little
cup,
more flour. It's a little dry.
if you measure the volume, then you know about how much there is. But the weight never changes. So if your recipe is really fussy, weighing is a more precise way to measure your flour than volume. Water doesn't matter. Liquids don't matter because they don't get more space and they always take up the same amount of room.
There may be some real bakers watching potentially, and other people who really do this will measure out. And I mean, you and I have done this before when we were trying to be more precise.
Oh, yeah.
We'll measure out the ingredients, right? All right. I think it's still a little dry. It's kind of a dry day. A little bit of this, right? And it might be also because we don't have whole wheat flour right now.
Yeah.
Okay, Theo, give us some space because we're going to have to roll this out and we're going to have to knead it a little bit, okay?
Okay, think about it.
Turning it, just checking in on the dough. Most of this will come out when we
can I
try to
use
knead
this
it a
for
little
1
bit.
second?
Yeah.
Theo, you can't play past this pin.
All right, he's okay. Okay, ready? I'm just going to push some of this off my wooden spoon like this. You can use whatever you want. I use the edge of the measuring spoon. Emmy, would you sprinkle some flour kind of
With my
liberally?
hands?
Yep. Go ahead. Your hands are clean. Yeah. And then take your hand and smush it around. I'll give you a little more than that. Really smush it around. Don't be timid.
Okay.
Okay, really smush it. Like that, like this. Watch. And don't press down quite so hard because you want to actually move the flour. There you go. Move the flour around, really get it going. Great. Okay, good job.
Am I done?
All right, so this is what our dough looks like right now. It's a little crumbly. I added extra water in there. You might need to also, but I think it's gonna come out when we knead it. We have a little flour down on our board, and
Help me.
plop, down it goes. I'm gonna
I
do the first.
just said
No,
okay.
Okay, Theo. I'm gonna put the flour here for the moment, out of the range of the children. Great job. She's turning it over. Okay, so what are you doing right now, Emmy?
Called kneading.
It's called kneading, and what does it involve?
Can I? What can I do? Taking like something.
Theo, will you need that for me? Here, I'll give you a little, you're going to do it right there, Theo?
It involves the pressing down on something to begin with, and then just taking the bottom and pushing it up, and then onto the top.
And then pressing it down
And then
again,
pressing
right?
it down again. It's just like if you've ever done coding, there's a repeat, and it just keeps going.
It just keeps repeating, like your coding game that you play in school.
Hey, it's getting bigger! Like, I've played it sometimes, but now I don't have computer lab anymore. But I don't have
Well, you did
swimming
it.
lessons.
You did it this morning, right?
You don't have swimming lessons, Theo?
Right.
Yeah, I used to have me and Theo used to have swimming lessons at the lake house. That's how we learned that Theo's swimming skills needed to be up. That's what the teacher said.
Well, he's also 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He and he got an assistant.
So I'm giving this a little extra knead to try to get it smooth. Yeah. So we're gonna get it smooth.
Can I?
Yes. Give me just a second.
You made me get my hands dirty for nothing.
Not for nothing. You needed it. You got it going for me. I'm just giving it a turn. I'm taking a turn. And
I
then
just wanted
you're gonna go
it.
next, okay?
How?
Okay, get in there, buddy. No need to be gentle. It's matzah,
Okay.
the bread of affliction.
Okay, I just can't knead with 2.
Uh-huh. Good job.
I can't
Doing great.
knead as fast.
All right. So as we do this, it's a knead the dough briefly. For us, that's going to take a little extra time. You might already be there. You may already have smooth dough. Yes. Hai-Ting, Emmy is wearing hair knots.
Yep.
Auntie Hai-Ting asked if you were wearing hair knots like she does.
Yep.
Okay, keep going, Emmy. It's not smooth yet.
I'm trying.
So after it's smooth, we're going to cut the dough into 4 even pieces. We'll reflour our work area if we need to, and then we'll use a rolling pin to roll out 2 pieces as thinly as we can, about 6 to 8 inches in diameter. Big 6 to 8 inch circle.
But we also.
I'm going to take a turn, okay?
I'll explain this. We also don't want to roll it too much, because if we roll it too much, it will get too thin and it will break apart.
Right.
Thin enough that if you.
Thanks, Wendy Claire Berry sent us a compliment. Thanks, Wendy. All right. We are. Ooh, how's this looking, Emmy? Is this looking smoother?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you feel that for me? And see if it seems smoother to you? Yeah. A little dry, which is fine. That's kind of normal for matzah. Ah, there it is. Now it's getting smooth. Do you see how it's like getting? See this? I don't know if you can see this, but there's this texture on the top. So we're just gonna keep kneading for a minute, but it's starting to get smoother. You're starting to be able to really manipulate it. Okay. Now we've got to apportion it. Do you want to grab my scale over there, Em? You can use anything you want in order to cut this. Okay, so you can use any knife. We have a pastry cutter that right here that we use that looks like this. But really, anything that gets it done, your hands, whatever works best for you. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, Emmy, is we're going to do some math. And if you want to do the math really fast,
but if
if
you bake and you don't have one of those pastry cutters, you should get one. Mostly the cutting is okay, but the cleanup, the counter cleanup, you need this for cleaning up your flour off your counter later. That's what you really need. Okay.
Okay.
519 divided by
Daddy.
4 is 130.
Nice.
It's
Okay.
actually 129 3/4.
Okay, great. That's good to know. Great. So let's see. You want to divide it, and then we'll weigh it, and we'll see how it goes. 4 equal pieces. Go ahead.
I hope I was right
all the way
about
down. I'm checking to see if anybody's checking our math. Okay, right there.
And then when you want equals. So
Yeah, but 4 parts, not 3. There you go. 2. Great job, Em. All the way through it. You don't have to be timid with this because it's not a knife, it's a bread. Yeah, good job. Okay, and now in the middle. You're right there. Probably good at it. Push, push.
Anybody
all the
want
way.
to talk about the Common Core math
Nice.
curriculum and whether it's useful or not?
123, look at that. Not bad. Okay, 123, 124. What did Daddy say? 127.
I said 129.
No, I love you, Cameron.
129 and 3/4, almost 130.
Ah, look, we're almost there. I know. This is why Wesley makes fun of me. 129. Perfection. Okay, that one's done. This one's done. Theo, we're gonna need your dough. Oh, actually that's just it.
Now I'm gonna make some sous vide lamb chops in the background, but I'm not gonna show you any of it because they're Mickey matzah. So you can just know that's going on in the background.
Daddy.
So silly. Daddy is so silly. 129. Good. This one's the big one, right? Oops. Oh, hey. Okay. Here we go. All right, this one, and then we're gonna be in good shape. 125.
This is a frozen lamb chop.
We had a Passover miracle this week where we actually found a lamb shank, which is very exciting.
When is it time
there we go.
to roll?
Let's knead them. Why don't you knead a couple of them first? Just give them a little love, okay, Em? Let's give them a little love. A little kneading love, okay? And these I like to do, I don't know if your hand's big enough, but when they're small, you can do them with kind of one hand like that. And then you can kind of turn it and push it, turn it and push it. If you are feeling stressed out or you have been feeling stressed out during this quarantine period, I highly recommend making matzah or bread or wherever you're at. It's very satisfying. And get your agitation out.
Okay. They're going to knead those for a minute. I'm actually going to show you the lamb chops for 1 second because that seems like the humane thing to do. So over here, we froze the lamb chops because the sous vide is going to cook them. The sous vide will cook them through no matter what. But we want to brown them so we get some flavor. So if I freeze it, then I can get some color on it without actually raising the internal temperature at all. So none of it will get overcooked. I think I froze it a little more than I really wanted to. It should have gone in the freezer for like half an hour to 45 minutes. But it's okay. This is not a very sensitive process. So now I've got that. It's pretty well browned. I'm going to rest that on my cutting board for just a minute. And I am going to quickly this oil's a little hotter than I would really like. Cool it down a little bit. And I'm going to also brown some rosemary and some garlic here. And I'm going to throw this all in the sous vide bag. I have my little immersion circulator here. I'm just going to throw this all in a bag at 130 degrees. And it's not very sensitive. It'll take about an hour, but I can leave it in for 2 hours till we're ready for it. This, I'm just going to throw all the brown stuff and that in a bag with some olive oil. Now we go back to matzah.
Can I have the roller for a second?
All right.
Just
roller.
1 second.
We can get you a little roller. We'll find you a little roller, Theo.
How does this thing work?
We have a little roller.
Okay. There we go. We've ordered a tripod. It's not here yet, so someday our show will have a tripod.
If we ever get...
To be properly excessive.
What
right.
rule can I have?
All right, you want to...
What's my mama
We're going to roll that out. I took the dough for a minute before Emmy was rolling it. Before she rolled it out, I took the dough with my hands and I just kind of worked it with my hands a little bit.
Yeah, you
This is not in the recipe, but that way you can get, when you start rolling it, you can get it in a nice round circle.
Like I'm doing.
Like you're doing.
And you can do that to all of them.
Yes.
What
That's all of
rule
them.
can I have? And
You heard it here.
No, well, I do this.
Do you want me to,
No, I'm good.
Okay. And the goal here is to get a piece of matzah. They're like large crackers. It's about a 6 to 8 inch diameter, and they want it almost translucent, so quite thin.
Why didn't they have time to let it rise?
Otherwise, you'll have naan, which is delicious, but not quite the thing. The other thing we'll do is we'll prick it with a fork. If you don't prick it with a fork, again, naan. Naan is delicious. Not quite matzah, but delicious.
What do you do?
I've also tried to make tortillas for burritos before, also naan. Delicious, not burrito wrapper.
All of our failed flatbreads turn into naan.
Naan.
I'm
And now
sure-
the thing is, I've never tried to make actual naan, so maybe we'll put that on our list.
I'm sure it'll make delicious burritos.
I don't even know what burrito is. I know what
Tortillas.
tortillas are.
Excuse me, Emmy. You're right.
Yes,
And then-
you're right.
and
No,
then tortillas.
I was having a word thing. Yes, tortillas.
I didn't mean that to correct you. I just didn't know
Thank
what
you.
burrito was.
All right.
Hey, I have to keep rolling because it says almost chance losing, and that I'm
Yeah, you
guessing.
want to roll? Wait, Theo, I'll get your
What's
roll.
wrong?
I'll
Do
get
you,
your
hold
roll.
on. I'm gonna move Emmy
Theo
for
wants
just a
the roller.
second. We've got a drawer here that has a small roller in it for Theo. It's right there. Perfect. We have
Go.
solved the
Tiny rolling
crisis.
pin for Theo.
Tiny roller for Theo. We will cook his matzah. We will make a little. Would you like us to make that little matzah for you, Theo? Yes. Okay. So you're gonna really push down. Good
The lamb
job.
chop goes in a plastic bag. This is a special sous-vide bag, but you can use any Ziploc you want, or silicone if you're feeling conscious about plastic.
Grandma Phyllis is laughing at us. Auntie Hai Ching said, and then there were none. Very funny.
Funny. Oh
I did salt this too, and then my garlic and olive oil. And rosemary is going in there.
This pouch coming around.
Yep.
And then
Cameron likes the mini roller. It's working out for Theo pretty well. Let's
sorry,
move
you
Theo.
okay? Oh, that was me. Emmy, that was me.
That was Daddy.
I'm all done with
Did I
this.
smush your foot, Emmy? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm all done with this.
You're all done with
Do you
that?
want to? Do you want to bring the
want me
camera
to-
over here for 1 second, Jen, so they
Huh?
can see the cool part?
Yes, you can do that.
Maybe you want to do that with your.
Theo, you have to. It has to be thinner. You still have to roll that out. Let's not roll this one out yet. Quite right yet. Okay, ready, Emmy? We got to keep moving.
Yep.
Can
Well,
get that
I'm
edge
rolling
going.
as fast as I can. Well,
Sure.
We just got. Oh, like reach it.
All right, I've been asked to bring the camera around.
It's got a hole in it. Or just a leak? Uh-oh. My sous vide bag might have just sprung a hole. Hopefully I just spilled all over it. Okay. So we have this. This is unnecessary. You can actually do this just by sticking the bag in the water and letting the water press all the air out. But we've got these little bags,
fast until I say.
so we evacuate as much air as we can.
Theo's is coming around, but that's probably only because it is a small
And we
piece.
discover that our sous vide
Yours
bag
is coming around
has
too.
a hole in it. So we're in fact going to do this with a regular Ziploc.
Okay, back to the drawing board. This is I feel like this is very normal family cooking. Timing is always a little funny at our house anyway. Timing is always a little funny. I'm sure that people. Can I give this a go so we can so you can prick it with a fork?
Oh, okay.
And then if you're little and very competent like Emmy, you have a parent who tries to get involved and you just need to finish what you're doing. Oh my, that's good, Theo. Why don't you get that edge? Try to get that edge flatter. Good job. Okay. All right.
So now I've got this in a regular gallon Ziploc. I'm just going to drop this in the water. The water's going to press out the air and I'm going to seal it.
Okay. Once Emmy is done with this matzah, we will,
Which I will probably be.
they say
in
aim
about
for
5
round,
minutes.
but oblong is okay. Emmy's definitely going the oblong route, which I totally support.
Come on, I like doing it this way.
And then you'll transfer each of the matzahs that are very thin to a separate cookie sheet. You'll prick each one all over with a fork, otherwise, none. And
Not again.
and then you'll sprinkle with flaky sea salt.
Not again.
Not again! Did you say that? So silly. Okay, and I've got flaky sea salt. That's Gung Gung. Who's timing the matzah cookie? We're not timing this, Gung Gung. This is community, okay? We don't time it till it goes in the oven. Okay, I'm gonna give it one roll so you can prick it with a fork, and that way we can get people just gonna do well. I just need my body weight. Just gonna use my body weight. There we go.
Can I try a tiny bit?
Yep, you can use your body weight.
We can time it with your choice of digital assistant. Siri or Google. We don't have an Alexa, but I'm sure the Amazon app could tell us too.
Wendy reminded me of our favorite spot that we like to go to for Indian and Chitty Chat. Has delicious rosemary naan, and now I want that. Wendy, we'll make that in the next couple of weeks. We'll make rosemary naan.
Just get that all
Really good,
I'm
Okay.
just getting.
At some point on our cooking show, we might
You
make
ready?
something that we actually know we're good at.
Yeah, or not. Or maybe that's just the brand is a little chaotic.
Enough to pick up.
Yes, I'm just gonna really carefully peel this up off our counter.
I might help a little.
Yep, a little bit, and then there it is. It's matzah. Hopefully, spread it out. This is our probably. Here we go. We're
I'll get
spreading
a
it
fork.
out a little bit. I'm gonna get a fork. Perfect. Emmy's getting a fork because we're gonna prick it all over.
Why do we have to prick?
Pricky, pricky, pricky.
So it doesn't rise?
Well, if we don't prick it, what happens is it's going to puff up. It'll get like a big puff ball.
And it won't look like moss.
And it won't be crispy like matzah. And you know when you get the matzah from the box and it's got all those perforations in it, they probably have a machine that comes along. They send out the dough and the machine goes with all these prongs, and then it makes all the holes in it. Our matzah will be a little less regular than that, but you'll still see all the prongs, all the little holes. Doing great. After we do that, we're gonna sprinkle it with flaky sea salt. They said if you like, and I can't imagine who wouldn't like that.
This one.
Make sure to get the edges here really well. Good job. You know, just come this way. Just prick, prick. You don't have to hit it quite so hard. There you go.
I'm
Okay,
chilly.
okay, yeah. Good. Ah, yes. Great. Is anybody making this with us?
Please
I'm
send
curious.
a.
Phyllis says she's wearing purple too. Purple
I'm
for
all
Passover.
done with this.
Right,
I'm
yeah,
all
that,
done
there's
with this.
on the
You're
edge
all
there,
done with
over
it?
here.
Do you want to put it on there? Do you want to put it on there so we can cook it?
No, don't hit it. Don't
Okay,
slam
you
it.
can put it
just
next to
push it
Emmy's,
in.
and we'll prick it. We'll make matzah. We'll make
There
it
you
into matzah
go.
too. Okay. Should we can show everyone. So we've got
Hey, I'm gonna flip too.
You might want to flatten that.
there's Theo's
What?
and there's
This one?
Emmy's. Take
Theo,
a
do
quick
you wanna-
little tour here.
Do you want to
We've got a little chicken stock we've been making because baby carrots. We didn't have any carrots at the store. Onion, garlic, celery, pepper, and some parsley, and a pack of chicken wings, chicken carcass. There's our stock. Usually we make clearer stock than that for Passover, but it's gonna get matzo balls in it, so who cares? I mocked people for neatly chopping their carrots and celery, but I have extremely neatly chopped my carrots and celery. I'm gonna throw that in, and some chicken that I cut up and baked off.
Okay, that's great. And you should
And
put salt on.
we have some water boiling here for matzo balls in a bit. Just gonna turn this on and cook that. I would usually put onion in the soup too, but Jen doesn't really like it, so we're not going to. Over here, there we have our lamb chop. You can see I put it in a regular Ziploc bag, let the water press it out, and it's sealed. That's just gonna sit there at 131 degrees. It'll be done in about an hour, but it can go in for another hour and it'll still be 131 degrees or
Yeah,
medium
now I'm
rare
gonna do one
all the
quickly.
way through.
Oops.
Usually we'd make a
Oh,
leg
that
of
one is
lamb,
something.
but we don't need a leg of lamb
Can I
because
do
there are only
that?
4 of us.
I've got to do it a little quickly so we can put the first 2 in. Okay, this one I've got to speed through a little bit.
What can I do?
So right now I'm going to. You want to prick it with the fork, with the little Theo fork? I think that's great.
Can I give him some of that? 'Cause it's really big.
It is, but we need it because we weighed it out, so it would be. Hold on, is everybody gonna watch? Emmy, can I switch spots with you? Just so I can you can move this with your, just move it with your feet. Perfect. Okay, Emmy, can you still see? Theo, watch your fingers. Okay,
I
Mommy's
can
gonna do
still
this
see.
kind of fast.
I can't believe it can get that big from that small.
It's pretty amazing, right? Make it nice and flat so it can feed all your friends, so all your friends can have a little bite, and you can break it apart
My
and
friends
share
aren't
it.
Coming.
Well, but the idea is we're with all our virtual friends, and the idea is that this is something that you have in community, which is part of what's hard about Passover right
We're
now.
not having. But we're not.
And for those of you who are checking in, we're celebrating Good Friday. We're thinking about you all as well.
Yeah, easy words. What do you want?
Grandma Donna's hungry. We miss all of you. I'm watching your comments go by. We miss all of you so much. I'm gonna turn it. which is probably cheating. Hey, watch your fingers. Theo, I don't want fingers in my matzah.
Come on.
I don't think toddler fingers are kosher for Passover.
Oh, we hit 10 simultaneous live viewers. Oh no, I have to wear my chef's coat next week. That was our deal.
I guess this is really good.
I will say, if any of you are trying, if you are having the rolling out process is vigorous. I think that everyone is hungry. We wish you were here with us.
Which one can I?
Although we would have definitely made the matzah earlier.
No.
Hi, Josh.
No.
Oh, actually, Cam has 2 viewers on per person. He's watching my. I know. You have to use words, please. I know you wanna. You wanna make a little one?
Yeah.
All right.
I want to make a big one.
There you go.
I want to make a big one. You want me to help you roll that out?
Do you want to take the other little roller and roll one out, Emmy? Do you want a little? Here. Hold on a second, Theo. We are accommodating. Wanting to roll out the dough is, I feel, a cry for participation. As an education person, perfection should never outweigh someone wanting to participate. Ooh, nice.
But also, this is very small. You need some help with that?
I'm fine.
Grandma Donna is very
Everything's
happy
fine.
that the 2 of you are our color coordinators.
Yes. It just worked out that way.
You just look at the text.
I did. I was replying because I can't do anything.
At the moment, because Mommy's taking up all the space.
No, I have plenty of just.
Emmy, when I helped you with yours at the end, you made it look so easy because you had done so much work on yours.
What do you mean?
Okay,
Okay.
we're ready.
We were gonna make matzo balls from scratch while these in the oven, but I think we're gonna make matzo balls from mix.
Yes, we are, because it's a tough time out there. So sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, that's beautiful, Emmy.
A little small matzo. I'm making a button on my hand.
You're making a button? That's so great.
Because clearly it makes sense to make your matzah from scratch and your matzo balls from a mix.
You know, we do what we can in these times. I have not used this. I have made matzah before, but I have not used this recipe. So we'll see. Emmy,
You've made matzah before.
oh sure. Okay, Emmy, are you going to? Where did our salt go? Daddy. No, I don't want that salt.
This
Where did our salt go?
That one?
Yes. Ready?
Hopefully it's me. It wasn't me.
I'm sure it wasn't you.
But you said Daddy.
All right. Good job. All right, we're doing great. Everything has little perforations in it, so it won't puff up. Oh, that's a lot of salt. That will be the salty one.
I like salt.
I know you like salt.
And that's mine.
Okay, I know. Okay.
I made it.
Okay. I think we're ready to go in. It says it should go in 7 to 10 minutes, depending on how thin you got it.
Okay,
So
Daryl,
we'll
are you gonna set a
say-
timer for us?
We'll say 7. Oops.
So we've got those in. Oh, we can't see it. Okay, we've got those in on two different racks.
Hold on, wait, I can put
Okay.
the light on.
Put the light on. There we go. And we're gonna say, Emmy, do you want to tell Google to time it?
How many minutes?
What did we say? 7?
7 minutes.
Okay, Google, set a timer
Oh,
for...
so Emmy, do you want to hold this? Hold on. We're just very inexpert. Kate Milford asked if we could, can you show it, hold it there so she can see the surface of the, there we go. I think that's right. You might want to, like that. Okay,
We'll do it more.
that's for you, Kate.
You can ask Siri to set a timer for 7 minutes.
Here we go. I'm going to.
Siri, set a timer
For how long?
7 minutes.
Your timer is set for 7 minutes.
Okay.
Oops, I think we accidentally set Google and Siri.
Well, no, we really won't miss it this time, and sometimes we do, so that's good. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Gong gong. I'm going to say that again. Thank you for understanding.
Okay, point it down. Hi. Point it down this way. Ah, there we go. All right.
Hey, Emmy, you want to do it? There's another way you can do this too.
Daddy's going to help you.
We could also do like this. Just turn the camera around. There you go. Now you can hold. Now you can watch.
Okay. Look at what he said. Now go.
Okay.
No, go up.
Kate, no, that's fine. Kate Milford said thank you.
No.
All right, so here we go. I'm rolling it out. It is quite a project.
Look, I think. Oh my gosh. We wish we were there to eat.
A leg of lamb. Those are old comments, though, Emmy. There you go.
Okay.
Wesley has a very hardcore roller. I'm used to the ones that have the edges to them, so I'm feeling a little bit sad that I took a hard yoga class today.
Put your hands out on the side. It's actually easier if you roll it. No, you just move your hands out there today. It's actually easier.
Ah.
It's a small part.
Okay, I've gotten some instructions.
Wait, only 9 people watched it, Daddy.
It's okay. We're really, it's for friends and family. It's really fine.
But it was 10 with the comments. We got up to 12 at one point at least. I said if we got to 10 people at any point during the stream. Not that anybody
Oh,
cares.
Theo, you're doing a great job. Ooh, Theo, that's nice and thin.
Good job, Theo. Wow.
Theo, that's enough.
We're going to gotta put our Seder plate together in just a second.
But we're also not having a Zoom Passover.
Right.
I wish we had something with like a big box, but it was a TV, so then we could do Zoom, and we could spin it
I'm
around.
just smoothing it out here with my forearm technique. Also,
Mommy,
effective core exercise.
blah.
So we're going to put together our Seder plate, our lamb shank. Usually, in this case, we did a little marinade since we might want to eat our lamb shank, our leg, a roasted egg.
So funny.
We'll have to put some matzah on it, which we can't do till the matzah's ready.
Right.
Some parsley, green herb. We could not find any real horseradish. So where did that horseradish go?
It's in the fridge somewhere, probably.
Yes. So we have this slightly terrifying, but maybe even kosher, cream-style horseradish.
It's almost gonna be smooth.
Almost gonna be smooth.
Theo, that's good. You want Theo? Can I help you with that?
So you put some horseradish here.
Can I turn it around now?
You ready to put it down?
No, can I turn it around?
Okay. This is what it looks like when you're...
As you see, if I put
Pricking
it
it?
down, you cannot see anything.
No, you can't. So let's just... Okay. Thank you for demoing that. People can't see when you put it down. Okay. Here we go.
Okay, now it's back.
Okay, now it's back. We're gonna put it back down on the Sorry, everyone. We have multi-age camera operators here. Emmy, do you want to salt that for me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. How's it looking? Oh, wow. It's not puffing up, which is great.
Of course it's not, Mommy.
Looks good. Well, you never know. It'll
Here.
probably be slightly thicker than is
Let's
advisable
take a look.
for
Probably can't
matzah.
see anything through our oven was clean at some point in the last year.
It's okay. He's playing with it. It's okay. Ooh,
Okay.
I almost got salt in my drink.
Is it time for us to make some haroset?
Oh, that's a great idea. Okay, it's Harosa time.
Okay, it's a roast time.
So Harosa time.
Maybe
I
they-
still need to roll out you.
I could do it over here.
Oh, well, that's great.
I got a Band-Aid.
Okay, we're gonna do a little camera
Theo's
camera
playing with the
moving.
Band-Aid.
Oh, first we're gonna.
Grandma Donna said they just can't do Seder plate in the truck.
We're
What?
gonna put our orange on the Seder plate.
Yes, it's very important to put your orange on the Seder plate. We debated on whether we were going to do a mango this year because it's all about being who you are. Does everybody know the story of the orange on the Seder plate?
The orange on the Seder goes on the Seder plate because apparently some rabbi at one point said that having a female rabbi was like having an orange on a Seder plate. So now we keep oranges on our Seder plates. I am going to quickly make some haroset. I have no recipe here, but I think this is the sort of thing we can make with no recipe.
I'm gonna go help them.
Okay, you go help.
Okay.
I want to take your thing over.
Okay, I'm going to wash these apples and peel them quickly.
Also doing
Emmy, what kind of apples are these?
those, I don't have this. Ruby Frost!
Emmy's favorite apples.
I'm over here. You can't see me, can you?
Oh, no. Did we lean?
They can see me better. Like
Oh, okay. Okay. So we're gonna just peel these
I'll just go on my
apples.
knees. I am not standing. I was standing on my stool, but as you can see, you cannot see me.
We gotta fix that angle. Do you think we can fix the angle on that, Emmy, so they can actually see us? What
No,
do you
I
think?
can do this.
Yes, you can. But maybe if we move this back here, then they'll be able to see us.
Nope.
We'll just crouch down.
Yeah. That's what I was
Okay.
doing.
We need our tripod. So just peeling these apples. So we can make it out of apples. The only nuts at the store were slivered almonds and whole pecans.
Hi Ting asked what kind of apples are Emmy's favorite. My favorite.
Oh, there's our timer.
Oh boy.
All our timers.
Okay, Google, stop.
Emmy, do you want to grab the camera and show the matzah?
Here are the mitts.
Okay, we're going over to the oven. I have to wait, and I am not taking.
Flip the camera around.
Okay, let's take a look. I think these need another couple of minutes because they're not yet browned. Although they're looking good and they're not too puffy. What do you think, Em? Another couple of minutes?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's do 2 more minutes. Okay, Google, set the timer for 2 minutes.
Now I can turn it back.
Great. Okay. And Emmy, do you want to grab your knife so you can cut up some apple with me?
Sure. Oh, my knife. Where is my knife?
Where's your knife? Your knife is here. Here you go.
Oh, where's my apple?
Where's your knife? You don't have a knife right now, Theo.
Which apple?
Okay, so Emmy, here you go. Here you go.
Thank you. Which apple?
Okay, Emmy, Auntie I think wants to know what your favorite apples are.
My favorite apples are Ruby Frost. You're not going to be able to see my head, but you will be able to see me cutting.
So I'm just going
Can I
to.
cut that one?
Just a minute. I'm just going to quickly core these out with the knife, which is just kind of funny technique, but that's okay. So I'm going to core them out, Emmy, and then I'm just going to cut off just the peel I didn't get. And then you, Emmy, so the way we're going to cut these, Emmy, is we're going to cut them in slices like that. I think you can probably do that with your knife. And after we cut them in slices, we're going to cube them. Then we're going to cut them into strips. Make sense? They don't need to be that even because it's just for roast. And then we're going to turn it and we're going to cut the strips into little cubes. Okay?
I don't know.
Do you want? Well, you don't need to do it all at once. You could just do one at a time. I'm just doing it all at once because that's easy. Does that make sense?
You kind of did that.
I know. I was doing a demo for you, showing you what we're trying to do. Now, do you want me to cut the slices and then you can do the strips and the cubes,
No,
or do you want to do
I
that?
want to do it.
You think do it yourself? Okay.
I know.
Okay. How are you gonna hold your knife? Make sure your fingers are out of the way. This is
that?
the terrifying part of any children's cooking show. There you go. To fingers need to be out of the way. So your fingers like there, then the knife can go down onto your fingers. You need to have your fingers like this, or somehow away from. And make sure you get a good grip on the knife.
Okay, Google, stop.
Your knife might not be big enough for that. Why don't you let me do that part of it? Let me do the slices, okay?
Okay, Google.
So So I'm gonna do the slices.
Good job.
Because you kind of need a big knife for that, okay? I'm going to do the slices, and then you can take them one at a time and cut them into strips and then cubes, okay?
One more second.
Should I also use this one?
Yeah. So we do one at a time. Get them out of the way. Make sure your area is clear. So into strips and then into cubes.
Can I just hold this? This makes it much easier.
Yep. Just make sure your fingers are out of the way. Great. Good job, Emmy.
Does it matter what size the strips are?
Well, whatever size the strips are is going to determine what size the cubes are too. So that's good. But that's good. Yep.
The cubes.
Perfect.
Like this.
Great job. You're keeping your fingers out of the way. Thank you. I see that.
And then cut this. Can I just cut this into cubes?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm going to do it your way, but in a different order. And I don't think that changes it.
How is that a different order?
Because I'm doing that, but keep in mind that I am doing this and then I'm doing that.
That's perfect.
Next.
That's perfect. Yep, perfect.
I just do this.
Great. You're doing great, Emmy. Keep your fingers. That's right. Keep your fingers curved. No, keep your fingers pointed down. Fingers pointed down and curved. Great. Perfect. Good job. This doesn't matter. It's
Just
fine
letting
for this.
people know that I'm at that sensitive point
Totally
where
fine.
I
And then maybe
don't
you want to
want
hold your
the
knife
matzo-ball
instead of
burn,
like
so
that.
I'm-
You probably want to hold it like this and get a better grip on it. Okay. And then you can put them. Just throw them in the bits. Keep your board clear. That's right. Throw the bits in there. Perfect.
So hungry. This makes me hungry. I love doing cooking shows. Can we do another one?
Yes, we're going to do another one next week, and we will entertain requests as to what we should make next week.
So please send that in.
That's right. That's right. Tell us in the comments what you would like to see us make. It could be something that you know we're good at. It could be something that you know we're bad at. It could be something that you have no idea, or then we have no idea how to make, and we will try to make it. It doesn't really matter, but it is easier. I mean, that's fine. It is easier. See, you're cutting it there across the short way. It's easiest usually if you cut. No. Keep it flat on your board. It's easiest if you cut the long way first. You just have fewer cuts. We'll talk. Grandma Phyllis can explain to you why it's fewer cuts. Well, actually, no. I take it back. It's the same number of cuts. It's just easier. Yeah, keep your fingers curved. There
That's
you
what
go.
I did
Yep.
last
There you go.
time.
Great. It's just hard. Then you have these little bits that are hard to cut into cubes. Whereas if you have you want to have big strips for your last set of cuts. There you go. Yeah, watch your thumb there. I mean, keep your thumb out of the way. Yep, perfect.
This for me is a bit hard because I mostly have no experience cutting apples.
You have a little bit. Is that true?
Yeah.
You mostly only cut vegetables.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we learn a new skill today. Finally sharpened this knife
I mean,
today.
I need a matzo cooking song.
What's a good matzo cooking song?
Do you have a seconds that you need the song to?
I mean,
I think the matzo might be done.
do you want to make up a song about matzah?
Oh yeah, this one's perfect.
No?
Okay.
You could sing,
Oh, yeah.
Emmy, you
Oh,
could
yeah.
sing, you could sing Let It Go in honor of the Israelites
Do you
trying
want
to escape
to,
from Egypt. Oh, okay. Let's bring this over here. Let's check out our matzah.
Alright, this is the matzah.
There we have it.
It's brown.
Nicely
a little
browned.
bit. It looks nice and crispy.
Wait, do
There's
it
the
this
little one. There's
Theo and
Theo's
Emmy's
little
ones
matzah.
look fantastic.
Great. We're going to do one more. Our soup is bubbling along.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll come back over
Transfer
here.
this to some sort of platter. I'm gonna find some.
Oh, Gung wants us to make white cut chicken for our next cooking show.
Gung Gung.
With the
Well-
chopping. Do you think Emmy can cut up the chicken for us, Gung?
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to finish this chopping process, and then we are going to. So as I was saying, we have slivered almonds and we have whole pecans in the shell and no nutcracker. So we're going to MacGyver together a nutcracker.
What? It's not Christmas.
What?
Look.
Oh, well, Emmy, yes, there's a nutcracker at Christmas, right? But do you know what a nutcracker is?
Something that gives nuts.
Okay.
Like
It's something used to take the shells off of nuts, and they were often very decorative, like they looked like soldiers, like the nutcracker in the Nutcracker. But anytime you have nuts in the shell, you have to get them out of the shells. And if you don't have a nutcracker, then you have to do it some other way. So maybe we'll use the back of a knife, or maybe we'll use a hammer. Or maybe we probably have a meat.
That hammer's got to be clean. I'm just saying.
Well,
That's what I did.
we have great job. We do have a
You
meat.
did it.
We do have a meat tenderizer. I did what?
You put your.
All right,
Oh
I'm
yeah, you
putting
swipe it up.
the
That's right.
last
Are you keeping your
two
finger
matzo-
away from the edge of the knife?
I find it easier when I
the
cut
last
it
two
in half.
pieces of matzo here, in case anyone is
just-
If your
interested.
knife's not long enough, do it the other way. Okay,
Oopsie.
that works. Oh, we still don't have a matzo cooking song, right?
Yep.
I took the other ones out.
I can sing Let It
These
Go.
all could
Also,
use a
Google
little-
can
a
sing
little
Let It
matzo
Go.
cooking
We're
oil.
not going to use Google to play music. That's cheating. We're not going to order takeout. And we're not going to use Google to make music for us.
I'm not going to order music.
Although there is no judgment here. You are ordering takeout and listening to Spotify. All is well.
We do plenty of listening to music on Google.
Yes.
We're not going to live stream while we do it, though.
We did the timer.
Yeah, timer's a little different than a song.
Mama, little board for a second.
You want your
your
little
little
board,
board,
Theo?
Theo?
Here you go.
Just put in the last.
Theo would like his board.
I'm not done yet.
The Seder plate is now has matzah on it.
Great.
And one of the kids' little matzahs, which worked out
Okay,
perfectly.
great. I think we're all done rolling matzah. So
Okay.
let's take the phone back over to the cooking area where you can see it. And here, put those last ones in.
I'm not done.
I've only very marginally burned myself making matzah, so I feel that it is all part of the
We have
suffering.
some pecans in the shell.
Passover.
Oh, maybe you know what's probably the right tool for
Okay,
this
Google,
altogether.
set a timer for 10 minutes.
All right, so let's do a little test, Emmy. You ready to do a test? We're going to see what the best way to do this is. Maybe if we were a little bit fancier, we could set up a quick poll of our users of which way looks
Great.
the
That looks
the best.
fantastic.
Okay, Emmy, you ready?
Okay.
So-
So you want to do watch
Method number 1. What do you think, Theo? Okay, method number 1, back of the knife. Okay, works okay. A little bit of a mess. Method number 2, rolling pin.
Kenji would be proud of your process.
Oopsie, pretty good actually, except that it went flying. Okay, so that's a little bit of a problem.
Here are your apples.
Great, thank you. Some apples. Method number 3 is cheating. Clearly the right answer. If you happen to have a meat tenderizer around.
Yeah, that's the best answer. I need a bigger one.
You need a bigger what, Theo?
A bigger of these.
Oh, I've put all of the dough as we're cooking it right now. Do you want to try a little matzah?
What? Why? Yes, I would like to.
Okay. Those are all a little
One
bit
of my
sloppy
small-
methods of that,
I'll just tap.
but that's okay.
And I can eat it without making my hands.
So, Emmy,
Little matzah taste test. We're just making sure we made actual matzah. Daddy?
It doesn't taste like no bread.
Oh, yeah.
oh, wait, Daryl says, okay.
Wait, what?
Daryl says we're missing one method
Oh.
of that. Here, Daryl wants us to do the big knife, so we're going to use, Emmy, this is my Gung Gung's knife. This is Gung Gung's father's knife. Okay, we'll try the big knife. Either the handle of the big knife,
Hold on.
Method.
not too bad, or I think this is what he really meant.
One more.
Oh, well, you know,
Does this show?
that is pretty good.
What do you think, everybody?
Mm.
What, more?
Okay,
Matzah?
now, Emmy, what we need to do, now the
yeah.
serious part. Oh, he was the hand. I did the handle. I did the handle. It didn't work. The flat worked better. So we need to take these, Emmy. What we need to do is we need to get the nuts out and not the shells. So this is going to be a little bit of a pain. On the plus side, I'm not going to need to chop the nuts when I'm done.
We'll eat it with dinner.
So Emmy, can you help with this?
Yeah.
We're just going to get the insides out and not the hard bits. Okay. See how there's a hard bit, like a piece of shell that goes through the middle of it. So we want to get just the nuts out.
Matzah?
we're gonna eat matzah with dinner. Did it come out okay? I don't know how if any of you were making the matzah, but the matzah came out perfectly.
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
Pecans are not a very traditional thing to make a roset with.
I can't get it.
I feel
That's
like
very American.
that's
I
true.
feel.
I do feel like this matzah is not as austere as matzah from the box, but since it's so hard to roll out, I feel that it's a nice. There's a balance there.
You've done your penance.
You put the work in, and you get slightly less austere matzah.
Yes, I think we were supposed to be able to do it in 18 minutes to be really kosher. Which I don't
yeah.
think we achieved.
No.
But it worked okay. Oopsie, sorry. Okay. We'll cancel the live video. Okay, so the lamb is in. Oh, matzo balls. Do you want to mix up the matzo balls?
Okay. Oh, we're doing it with this?
No, mix.
Oh, great. All right. Look, people, we're not proud. There's nothing in you. Listen. Okay.
Ow.
Look, we're not proud, and we're not getting any kind of sponsorships. This is what we're using right now because coronavirus. We found matzo ball mix, and we're going for it. Since we made our own matzah, again, it's all about balance.
Oh,
all right.
I just wish I could have some more of them.
We will have more matzah because we're going to eat dinner. Emmy, I need you to read the directions for me.
1. This bag contains bags of
No,
nuts.
not that part. Just this. Just number 1.
Okay, we need a medium large bowl. Do we have a medium large bowl?
Bowl, check.
We need 2 large eggs. I'm just getting 2 ingredients.
Yeah.
2 large eggs
Mm-hmm.
with a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil.
But can you read the whole direction to me?
In a medium bowl, mix 2 large eggs
Uh-huh.
with a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil.
2 large eggs and a 1/4 cup of veg oil. Got it. Do we like olive oil?
Yeah, we don't have any. We didn't render any chicken fat this year, so.
I think this bowl is too big.
Best well, we do have water boiling for the matzo balls.
Super.
The soup is on.
We will not keep you all here forever, but it's nice to have company, I have to say.
Grandma Phyllis, if the letters are all backwards, why don't you just pretend it's Hebrew?
So fresh. You don't have to take that from him, Grandma Phyllis.
Yes, I have noticed it's all turned around. I think when we use the, I think they do that because it's the face camera for us. So if we turn the camera around, it won't be true, but then we can't see it.
Where's the Oh, here it is.
I'm just tempted.
You're too tempted by the matzah?
Gung Gung thinks that our kitchen is too nice for authentic matzah making because they didn't have time for bread baking. Yes, I'm pretty sure that they didn't sous vide their Passover lamb either.
Yep, but we all are under quarantine, so I feel that there are balance points here.
My high school voice teacher has joined our stream, which makes me feel like we should make some music now.
Oh. Okay. We're at that point where things have gone.
What do you want to sing, Emmy?
Where everything's gone in a weird direction. I can't find olive oil.
Go for it.
Can I use my head voice?
Yes, you may definitely use your head voice, Emmy. I hope you do use your head voice.
Okay, you can sing along with me. I don't care because I can't hear you. I wish I could, but I don't.
Nice.
I can't.
Nice adjustment. Okay, what are you going to sing, Em? Go for it.
I can hear you, but I won't. Some look for trouble and others don't. There's 1,000 reasons I should go about my day and ignore your whispers, which I wish would go well. She's funny. What do you want? Where's that one? What do you want? 'Cause you've been keeping me awake. Are you here to distract me so I make a big mistake? Or are someone out there who's a little bit like me, who knows deep down I'm not where I'm meant to be. Every day's a little harder as I feel my power grow. Don't you know there's part of me that longs to go into the unknown, into the unknown, into the unknown. Where are you going? Don't leave me alone. How do I fool you? I can't sing that high. I can't sing it.
We probably should have started you out with it right
Into
now.
the unknown.
Big finish. Nice.
That's it.
Oh, Haiting wants to know the right ratio of nuts to apples. You know, that's a good question, Haiting. I think the answer in this case is how many I can shell before everything else is ready.
Some things never change.
Okay, Google, set the timer for 15 minutes.
How about
I have put in 2 eggs. And I put in 2 eggs and olive oil in the mix. And I mixed it all up.
Please,
And now we wait for 15 minutes.
please.
okay, you want to sing something?
Matzo
never
balls
change?
a la boîte.
Yes, the wind blows a little bit colder, and we're all getting older, and the clouds are moving on with every autumn breeze. Oh, wow. Yes, some things never. I'm singing the wrong key. Change.
Do you want to note, Emmy?
Yeah.
Do you want to note for that? Okay. Here we go.
This wind blows a little bit colder, and we're all getting older, and the clouds are moving. This is good.
Yep.
On
She's
with
got it.
every autumn breeze. Yes, some things never change. Like you feel the hand in mine, some things stay the same.
Like how we get along just fine.
An old stone wall that will never fall. Some things are always true. Some things never change. And I'm holding on tight to you.
Apparently, you activated Cam's Google when you said "Okay,
The leaves
Google."
are
Sorry, Cam.
falling.
Okay, Google.
Send
How
it
many
feels
minutes
like
are left on my
a
timer?
on you. The leaves are falling.
Sorry, Cam.
It feels like the future's calling. Are you telling me tonight you're gonna go down on one knee?
Peter Pumpkin.
Peter Pumpkin just became fertilizer, and my leaves are little shattering right soon. That's why I rely on certain certainties. Yes, something. Wait, is that supposed to be Elsa? Something never change. Your hand in mine, some things stay the same.
Careful with
Wait, I'm singing the same thing. I think Elsa comes.
I don't know what part Elsa has.
I do.
Oh.
The nights are restless.
Do we have a bottle of wine from
Why
your
I'm
parents?
hearing this call. There's something coming. I'm not sure I want things to change at all. These days are precious. Can't let them slip away. I can freeze this moment, but I can still go out and seize this day. Some things never change.
Grandma says for future reference, there's chicken fat downstairs.
Like you
Thanks,
feel of your
Grandma.
hand in mine. Some things stay the same.
All right.
Okay,
We need some Passover. What are you doing, Theo? Are you sharpening the knife? Okay, I'm gonna call that
Can I do some
cooking.
Theo,
Okay,
you're flashing the knife
It's
right
okay.
in my face.
I think we're gonna call that enough pecans for now. So
Can I
Jen is
try?
just getting a little bit of wine. I do not have a recipe in front of me, so I think I think I noted. I'm going to put some wine and some honey and a little bit of citrus. Maybe we'll put some orange juice in it. I think lemon is probably might be better, but we'll see. So I've got this. I'm not going to bother chopping these because they're already pretty well smashed. So, and these nice ruby frosts are like modern apples that don't go brown, which is great. Although they're supposed to turn brown eventually to look like the mortar. Okay, there we go. Do that. Oh, we'll put some spices in. Let's see what we've got. I've got some.
I think you just grab an apple out of there before it's filled with the card.
You might want to just keep your fingers out of it for the moment. Just to let
What are we making again?
We're making haroset. Okay. So I'm gonna put a little cinnamon in here. And I would do some. That's way too much. It's cinnamon. It's yummy. I have just a little bit of nutmeg. Can you guys get down for 1 second? Excuse me. I would do allspice if I had any ground, but I have. Watch your fingers. Watch your fingers. Okay. Great. We need to figure out a new place to keep this. I'm just going to grate a little bit of. You really want to do that, Emmy? You sure? You can do a little bit. It's probably enough. Just a tiny bit. It's quite hard. Okay. Okay. Okay, and going to open a little bit of wine, which we have just. So, Grandma Donna, you might recognize this bottle of wine. Okay, can you just get down for one more second?
You didn't even show her that.
Yeah, she saw it. She saw it.
Okay, Google, stop.
What?
Okay. Our matzo balls. We're gonna put the matzo balls in when we start our seder into the water, and then we're gonna pull the lamb. We're just gonna pull off when we're ready for it. We're just gonna sear it quickly, like for a minute on each side to get some extra color on it, and that should be delicious. And other than that, I think we're pretty good. We would make brisket if we had company. Sorry, you're not all here. Maybe next year. Everybody who's watching can be invited for Seder. And we'll just get some extra tables. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of wine in here.
Now I can't drink that.
No, you can't. It's just a little bit of wine. It's totally fine, Emmy.
I do not like.
You can definitely have some. And some honey.
Might want a little more honey since it's not Manischewitz.
These are very sweet apples, though.
Yes.
And I think maybe some.
Watch out! There's a knife right there, Emily.
Emmy,
There's
and
knife.
a little lemon. My favorite way to not get lemon seeds in.
Daddy.
Great. And then let's give that a little stir. Those are pretty big chunks. Probably could have made them. It's not your fault, Emmy. Probably could have made them a little bit smaller.
I made the big chunks.
No, that's how I demoed it for you, Emmy. We're just making a quick haroset, and then the nice thing about having social distancing in effect is we all already have each other's germs. Well, I can just taste it. Try.
No, thank you, bye. Just a little tiny.
You worry about the wine? It's just apple, Emmy. It's a tiny bit. It's only a tiny bit of wine.
Yum. Oh, Emmy's not wrong. I'd hit that with more honey.
It is barely any more honey.
I'm backseat driving.
Ah. Okay, now we're using the next honey.
That's right.
Totally not wasting.
Totally not wasting.
I mean, I would call it wasting if you buy two things.
So I think we're about done,
And then
right?
you don't use them.
I think that is. We have our Seder plate. We have our haroset. I'm going to put a little haroset on the Seder plate. We have our horseradish. Our lamb is in. Our matzo balls. We're gonna just form the matzo balls and put them
I'm
in water.
sharpening my knife.
And then we're gonna go figure out how to use Zoom so that we can have a little Seder.
We want to say that we love you all, and we miss you so very much, and we wish you could be with us.
I've been recording things on Wixie that are mostly about coronavirus.
That's true. Traditionally, at the end of the Seder, you always say next year in Jerusalem. So at the end of our special Passover cooking show, we'll say next year in person.
We love you all. Good night.
Bye. Bye. Theo, say bye.
No, I'm not saying bye until we do it again.
Okay. All right. We'll be back on next Friday.
And Theo will say goodbye.
All right.
We love you all so much. We miss you. Bye.